Good morning. I was this morning just going through a couple of things, and oops, sorry. I was going through a couple of things this morning, and just thinking back and on yesterday's live that we done. Keep it in there. Keep it in there. Go keep it in there. What can you not see? There you go. Mercy's here this morning. Go in there. Go in there and watch it. Oh, she's gonna stay right here with it. Sorry if it's a little bit. Hey, Mercy, go in there. We go in there. She's not going in there. Anyway, so I was thinking about how yesterday we were going through yesterday's live on how it's important to truly live changed and to be changed. And this morning I went to Romans 2. I've read through Romans 2 like a couple of times today, over and over and over again, because I love this chapter. In verse number 29. Let's just go there. And it says, "But he is a Jew who is one inwardly, and true circumcision is of the heart, a spiritual and not a literal matter. His praise is not from men, but from God." You can go through and be in religious services. You could be in physical services, and I believe those are very important. I pastor a physical church. I believe it's very, very important to come together, and that's for another time of all the depth of how important that is. But you could go through it. You could have, the most reliable version of the Bible that you could read. You could have a playlist with your name on it that's all worship and godly music. You could do all of these things, but if your heart's not changed, if the circumcision is not of the heart, it doesn't matter if you get praise from men. True circumcision, you don't require or are fueled by the praise of men, but you are fueled because your praise is coming from God, knowing that you're following after His will and that you are truly in love with Him and you are truly representing Him. You are truly adopted and grafted into His, because that's a sign of adoption. Is the circumcision of the heart is the sign of adoption, meaning it's the sign of a father-son or father-daughter relationship. So when your heart is actually changed, that's the true sign of transformation. But he is a Jew who is one inwardly, and not true true circumcision is of the heart. So it's telling you that true circumcision is of the heart, not following through these ceremonies and these rituals and all of these things. He says you can do those things. They are symbols that help you in accountability with other people, but you can be in accountability and not be adopted, because being a Jew is not just the fact that you were physically circumcised, but it's a circumcision of the heart. So today, do what's necessary to truly pour your heart out before God in the secret place, the place where nobody but Him and you exists. And truly, up here, this is where your secret place really is. Purify your thoughts and take every thought captive to the obedience of Jesus Christ. Take every thought, every notion, and so even though you may have memories that pop up, you say, "Nope, we're arresting those." We're wrangling up thoughts that belong to the old version of me, and we're going to submit them, and you're under arrest. I no longer work, there's a warrant out for the arrest of thoughts that belong to your old world. You need to say that. I've put a warrant out for the arrest of thoughts that do not represent who we are now. That's not what we are now. Now I've put a warrant out for those who are breaking the law of the new law of my mind, which is the law of Christ. If you are breaking that law, then you are under arrest. You are not a representative of me. You are representative of a past life that will submit to this law. And so you have to take captive. Stop doing your memories favors by giving them a place to reside. Stop doing doing favors for your memories by letting them have a safe place in your mind. No, you need to take every thought captive. If it's not obeying the law of the land inside your mind, if it's not obeying the law of Christ inside your mind, then you have to arrest it. You have to take it, slap handcuffs on it, say, get out of my mind. You're not a part of who I am anymore. I am not that person. I am not that addicted person. I am not that lying, deceptive person. I am not that cheating, adulterous person. I am not that murdering person. I am not that stealing person. I am not that person. I am not who that is. That is not who I am. I have been bought with a price. I am not that manipulative person. I am not that lazy, broken person. No, and you're under arrest for trying to come into my mind and make me think that I haven't changed. I'll show you that I've changed by putting you under arrest and slapping the handcuffs in my mind on you and hauling you out of here because you don't belong in this new life that I'm living. That is a circumcision of the heart. That is a true circumcision of the heart, and not just in ceremony, but a true circumcision of the heart. When you start taking these thoughts captive, anger, fear, all of those things that you used to have, depression, lack of trustworthiness because of an insecurity, you take those thoughts captive and put them under arrest and say, you do not represent who I am, and that is not the law for where I am. That is not, it's not lawful for you to exist or for you to keep coming in. That's not who I am. I rebuke you in Jesus' name. I rebuke the notion that's who I am. I am reborn. I am born again. And you are under arrest. You are on the wrong side of this thing. So take captive those things. Romans 2:20.